Hey, how's it going? We've got not one, not two, but three brand new Valkyries in FGO with the addition of the Welfare Summer Valkyries and their costume dresses. I have covered the individual Valkyries in the past, and by that I mean way before these ladies were announced. And if you all remember from that video, the Valkyries are pretty hit or miss in terms of mythology and lore. Some have big name parents like Thrud being the daughter of Thor, while others are mostly known for being a part of Norse opera. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at the new Valks coming our way and trying to find the real lore behind them. So let's get into it. Let's start with introductions and who they are attached to in FGO as a costume. For Ortland, we have the long orange-haired Geirskogul. For Hildr, we have the easygoing green-haired Run, or Olrun depending on the source. And for Thrud, we have the braided-haired Rindr. Let's start with Ortland's partner, Geirskogul, and this isn't just because Ortland is the best of the Valkyries. Geirskogul is the only one of these three that actually has more than a passing appearance in their associated legend. Let's start with the name itself. Geirskogul, which can be loosely translated to either Spear of Skogul or High Towering Spear, or alternatively Spear Shaker, or even funnier, Shakespeare, is the less common of the two names associated with the one Valkyrie. It is up to debate as to whether the Valkyrie Skogul and the Valkyrie Geirskogul are the same, but they are often used interchangeably in various prose, with Skogul being the more common one. As a result, on the list of Valkyrie, there are two separate entities that share the same appearances, save for one where it is explicitly Geirskogul. Thank you, Old Norse. For the sake of consistency with Fate though, I will be using the name that she appears with, Geirskogul. She appears in several Norse prose, but the primary one associated with her is the Heimskringla. In it, she is paired with the Valkyrie Gundul, and is sent to witness a battle to choose heroes among it to join the ranks of those in Valhalla. In this battle, a warrior named Hakon and his men are killed and greeted by Gundul, who is leaning against a spear, to which she declares the warriors as being worthy and of joining them and the gods. An exchange is then followed by Hakon and Geirskogul, in which he asks why the Valkyries had not helped them if they were worthy enough warriors to be granted audience with the gods, to which she replies that if they had interfered then the enemy would have fled and no worthies would have been present. So she and Gundul take the warriors with them to the green land of the gods, and Hakon eventually rises through the ranks to become an Einrar, one of the warriors who will fight alongside the gods during Ragnarok. Moving on to the next one, we have Olrun. Olrun is the Valkyrie with the least amount of information, appearing only once in the prose of Vlundorkvida. In it, she is listed among two other winged maidens, sometimes referred to as swan maidens, who became the lovers of three brothers, one of which is the titular Volundr. After they are wed, the women leave for after a period of 9 years to seek their fate, which is ultimately never explained in the prose. It can be assumed that if they were Valkyrie, that this meant that they would be returning to their duties of guiding souls of warriors, as perhaps a great war was occurring after a long stint of peace. This is simply my own speculation, though. Two of the brothers left in search of the maidens, while the third, Volundr, stayed at home to make jeweled rings for his bride. After this, they are no longer present in the story, and Volundr goes through some serious shit that deviates from this video. That is the extent of our knowledge of Olrun. Finally, we have Rindr. Rindr is maybe the most interesting because she is not a Valkyrie. Rather, she is a Jotun, much like Skadi herself. Additionally, she was also a partner of the Allfather Odin and bore him a son named Vali, who would go on to avenge the death of the god Baldur. I checked the various lists of Valkyries that I could find, as they are attested to in the various prose, and she simply just doesn't come up as far as I can find. So, the decision of adding her as one is interesting. If anything, it kind of makes her a nice mirror to Skadi, who is a Jotun who remained a wife to Odin, while Rindr is simply the temporary wife to him. And that is the new Valkyries. I wish there was more info to go into here and share, but they are unfortunately incredibly minor in most ways when it comes to myth. The concept of the Valkyries is one that is relatively well known and incredibly famous, while the actual individuals themselves tend to fly under the radar. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check the links down below for my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter. I just recently opened up a Patreon because of how YouTube has been treating my channel. So if you're so inclined, please come check that out. For now though guys, keep your chin up. Peace.